Hey guys, Steve here at Grumps' Bowtie Garage. I'm going to do a quick, probably a rough, crude video of this black truck that I keep talking about. That we're going to put this yellow bed and fenders and front clip back on and doors and stuff. So I'm going to do a walk around on that before I start ripping it apart to show you guys what I've got going on. So it's sitting outside right now. I'm going to fire it up, let you guys look at that. It's got a 5.3 in it. I'll explain more about it when we get out there to it. But right now, just a real quick update. The weather's coming in. It's going to be rough this weekend. Cold, wet, snow, rain mix. So I'm going to try and get this bed off this tonight or tomorrow as soon as I get home from work. And then we're going to see if we can get that truck back in this garage this weekend. So I can get started on this gas tank and get it mounted. And then we'll see about getting this bed lined up so I can get the gas tank mounted, and then we'll go from there. And then getting the lines ran for the gas tank, the sending unit, wire ran for that, and the ground put on there. Get that stuff done on there, and then once I get that done, then we'll be moving on to the cab before I completely mount the bed on it. The cab's going to be painted, hopefully get it painted yellow as well. Then I'll get the doors mounted on there. Then we'll get that stripe put on the door as well to match the bed that I did a couple days ago. So right now, I'll just give you guys a real quick walkthrough of what we've got with the truck that I'm going to pull apart and make yellow. So like I said, guys, in the last couple of videos, maybe, it's a sentimental thing. You guys that have that problem, you know what I'm talking about. And the guys that don't, well, that's why I can't sell anything. I've got a lot of stuff laying around here. So, but anyway, I loved the truck when I looked at it, bought it, wrecked it, and here we are. We're going to rebuild it for now, getting it better than it was, I hope, and then we'll go from there. But let me show you what we're starting out with. Let me switch this around. We'll walk outside, and we'll get this. So this truck it is a 72. It's titled as a C20. It is a two-wheel drive. But it was a 3/4 ton truck. The more I look into this truck, I call it the Mutt truck for several different reasons. And it's got a 5-lug front end on it. It had a 6-lug rear end in it, which has been replaced because I removed the one out of the yellow truck that was 5-lug, and I put it into... So I put the 5-lug rear end out of my yellow truck in the back of the black truck and cleaned it all up and did some updating on the underneath of the truck. So the back side of this truck has got new control arms on it, or trailing arms, I guess, new bushings. It's got the Beltex street shocks, I believe they're called. I can post up pictures of that if I need to. But that is right now what I've got with the back. I got new springs on it, and actually the yellow truck set actually an inch higher than this black truck did. So not a very good picture of it. Like I said, it's kind of crude, but it's dry and it's dark, but it is at least dry out here right now. It's supposed to be cold the next couple days and rain. So we're going to do this now so I can get this thing flipped around, get hopefully the bed off of it tonight or tomorrow. So it does set an inch higher in the back, which I'm okay with it. I don't like them dragging the ground, but they look good when they're lowered. But this is actually got a 4-inch spring on the back of it now, and it's all cleaned up, painted underneath of it. Looks real nice underneath the truck. So we'll get more pictures of it once I get the bed and stuff off of it. And then we have got it has got springs in the front of it right now, which I do not like. I've lowered several vehicles with springs, and well, not several, 3 or 4 of them with springs. They look good when they're on it, but they do not ride very well. So this truck is the same. It does not ride very well. So rides much better after I raise it up an inch in the back because it doesn't hit the frame as bad. Yeah, actually it doesn't hit the frame at all on most of the roads I've been driving it on. But the front of it rides just really rough. So it will be raised up in the front. Actually, it will be raised up a little bit. I'm going to put a 3-inch drop Beltex spindle in the front of it. Right now it's got a 3-inch drop spring in the front. I'm going to put a factory spring back in it, and then I'm going to put the drop spindle on it. The geometry of a spindle compared to just putting a spring in it, they ride and drive so much better. I've done a few vehicles like that, and there's just a major difference with how they ride. If you want the look, you can get the look with the spring. If you want to drive and handle better, you can get it with the spindle, my opinion. I've done it on a few different rides, and that's what I've had the best of luck with, is just doing the spindles, leaving a stock height on the spring. Or I've got one that's got spindles on it, and it's got coilovers on the front, so I can adjust the height of it wherever I would like to put it to a point. So this is what we've got with this truck far as the front end. The front end, like I said, guys, it's a 5-lug on the front when I bought it. It's still 5-lug disc brakes. It is the best I can measure out and tell, and the receipts I found in the truck, it is an 84 front end underneath this 72 truck, which works if you know what parts go with what, and then you got to get everything to match. So the tie rods are different, the ball joints are different in size. So that was one of my problems with switching this over with the spindles I already had from my 72. The 72 had Beltex on it, the yellow one did, but they will not fit this one because the tie rods are different. They're larger on an 84, and the ball joints all have to be replaced, which I'm going to replace those anyway, but I'm going to leave the 84s on it because the tie rods are so much bigger in diameter. It's not much bigger, but it is a difference. So I'm going to leave those as is on there, and then I'm just going to update the ball joints in it and put drop spindles on it eventually. But it is originally a blue. I don't know their code. I could look at the sheet that's on the glove box. It's still in there. So it was really originally a Cheyenne truck, 3/4 ton, blue with the white stripe down the side of it. That was my second option for a truck when I was looking for the one I found, and then I found the ochre truck. And then it was a great deal. Never been painted, so that's another reason why I loved it. Anyway, that is the original color of this truck. Now, with the name the Mutt truck is because it's got an 84 front clip under it. It has a 6-lug, or it had a 6-lug rear end in it, which I've been told different things, that the 3/4 tons are 8-lug. I've also been told the 6-lug is also 3/4 ton on the 71 and the 72. Either way, I wanted a 5-lug, so it was coming out, so I swapped it out with the one that was on my 72, the yellow one. So it does have 5 on the front and 5 on the back, so they do match now. But like I said, maybe it wasn't as a Mutt truck as I thought. With the 6-lug in the front, maybe they just switched over and put an 84 front clip because it had front brakes on it. So maybe that's part of it. But with the 84 problem is the inner fender is plastic on the left side, and the right one is a factory original rusted out metal one. So rusted up, normally like they do in the core support areas. So it's got different colored inner fenders. I think there's not, but maybe one olive. I think it's an olive green colored fender on it as well. I'm not for sure what the color originally was on the hood, but there's the interior's got orange and black on the inside of it, which both have been painted over because originally it is blue. The back of the cab is blue. The bed sides are blue. The inner fenders, one's red and one's green. If you haven't understood yet, that's why I call this the Mutt truck. It's a little bit of everything, and it gets better. All right, so it's got a billet grill in the front of it. I do not like, so that will be coming out. Everything on it's been painted flat black, and I'm not for sure. There's a sticker on the back glass that has got Poppy's patina on it, which is clear that you can buy for these as well. So that is also on the back. So I think it's been cleared. I know, guys, it's been sitting a while, but once you wash this, it cleans up pretty good, but it also has a lot of streaks in it. You can tell in that picture. Of course, it's over black, flat black, and then it's got a lot of creases on it. So anyway, a few other things, reason why it's called a Mutt truck. It had no lights in the dash. Nothing worked there. So it's been through a lot of wiring problems, so I've got most of the wiring worked out on it. I would drive it out and put it under better light where it's quieter on the road. So I'm right here on this main road, and it's pretty loud. So hopefully this video turns out but no wiring worked in it. I had one speaker worked in it, so the radio did work. It had well, let me show you the rest of some of the other wiring issues on it. So anyway, there's another reason why it would be called a Mutt truck. It's got a 2005 5.3 in it with a 400 turbo, which runs, knock on wood here, it does run and drives pretty good. But originally the computer and everything was out here on the inner fender, which I do not like them on the underneath the hood. All right, guys, I'm back. Another interruption around here. So anyway, like I said, it's got power steering. It's got power brakes on it. All the wiring has been tucked away a little bit. It could be a lot better, and it will be once I get it worked over a little bit. It needs a fan. It needs a fan shroud put on it. I've seen some of the guys put the factory stuff back on it. I'm not planning on putting fans, electric fans on it. So I'm gonna replace this one and then put the fan shroud back on it. But it's ran pretty good considering what the rest of the truck's been through, it looks like. So it looks like they just had a bunch of cobbled up pieces left over from other trucks and just put it together. But it's like I said, it's not been too bad. It could ride a little bit better, but I already went through all that, what I'm going to do with it. So put a new battery in it, redone some of the wiring on it, put the computer in the front in the glove box, got all new LED lights in it, front, back, side markers. I did not do the dash lights yet. I'm not for sure if I'm going to or not. I did fix the dash lights on it, so they do work now. So that's a plus compared to what it was, because nothing worked on the inside at all. Interior light does not work on it, but this side of the truck doesn't look too bad either. It did have door stickers on it, so I removed those. Not the smartest way on this side, but I did remove the other side with a heat gun, and it took it right off. But here's the inside of it, guys. It's pretty solid on the inside. Here's the blue. Isn't that nice? So it was a really nice truck back in its day. I wish I had it before they got it. So anyway, it does have a radio in it. The heater, I don't know if it works or not, but thing runs pretty smooth. I've had the shifter part and stuff on it already, but this thing is fired right up, a little slow, but it hasn't been started for quite some time. So the gauges all work. They got new carpet in it. It does have a rear sliding glass, which I've never been a fan of in these trucks. So the odometer says it's got let's see, 93,000 miles on it. I don't know if that's true or not. I know it's got several thousands on it since I have bought it, and the odometer and the speedometer does not work. So I just hook up my phone for the GPS and go from there. The gauges on the dash does not work, but I've got this from Holly. It's got a Terminator X on it, so it does work. And that is already a new screen that I've had to buy for it too. So that is been a problem too. So it's got a lot of stuff on it, but it doesn't sound too bad. It runs pretty good. Like I said, I got side markers and the lights. Oh, I forgot to turn the lights on. I don't remember what brand they are, but they're extremely bright. I'm very happy with that purchase, but no disappointment. They're very bright. So anyways, that's where we're at with this truck. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we got going on with it, just because this thing is coming apart and I don't know if it's ever going to go back together like this. So real quick, there's the inside of the bed. Like I said, it's unbolted, ready to go. I would have went somewhere else and done this video so it wouldn't have so much background noise with the traffic that goes by here, but I took the tail lights and wiring out of the back of it already just so I can get ready to pull this bed off here. So I can't go anywhere with it, but the side markers on the front and back are LEDs, which are pretty bright. They're pretty cool. But like I said, they just shot this black paint all over it, and they did do the roof of it in white, but I'm going to redo it. And you can see it was blue, So not for sure why it was blue. It should have been white, I would have thought, from the factory, being a Cheyenne truck. But let me see if this will show up. No dash light, remember. Let me see here. But there's all the stuff that's on this truck, all the goodies that it came with. So, like I said, it was a nice truck in its day. I am not against buying a 3/4 ton frame and putting this cab and this body back onto a 3/4 ton frame and make me another 3/4 ton frame truck. Not another one, sorry, I don't have another one. I've got this one, which is a 1/2 ton, but I would not be against making a 3/4 ton truck, because I would do I might consider bagging it and putting it on the ground, but that's way down the road if I ever did that. But I wouldn't mind having a blue and white truck. So this has got, like I said, this has got potential on it, but this cab's got some work done to it. It needs a lot more work done to it. That's the next goal, is once I get it back in the driveway, or back in the garage, then we're gonna start pulling it apart in there before this weather hits. That's why I got to get this video made before we start pulling it apart, so you guys see a complete truck before I start ripping it apart. A lot of people are thinking, what in the world am I doing? Yeah, nobody said I was right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this truck apart. We're going to put the yellow parts that I've got back on it. So I got a few months to get her done. Let me see what else. I don't know if there's anything else on this truck that really needs to be talked about. Like I said, I'd like to redo the front grille, put the original grille back on it, and put a chrome bumper back on the front. I got a chrome back bumper, so I need, with new brackets, I'm going to put back on the back. Like I said, this has gotten potential, but we got other issues with sentimental values here, so that's what we're going to do. But like I said, guys, it runs pretty good. It's going to drive a lot better once I get the front of it reworked. I've already done the back. Like I said, I got 20-inch wheels on the front and back of it. It's got 20 by 10s on the back, 20 by 8s on the front. So I do have those on there. It could go bigger, but I wanted some rubber on my wheels. I don't like the rubber band tires. The front tires are a little small. If I get new ones, I'll probably put a taller tire on the front. It looks good on there. It fills out the wheel well. I'm just not, it's already bent one of my wheels a little bit with these holes around here. So there's a little bit on there. I don't know what size they are, but like I said, it looks good with them on there, but I wouldn't mind going a little bit taller with it. But if you guys notice, it's kind of cheesy, but I like the red line wheels, so I decided to make these red line rim. All I did was take a 1/4-inch trim tape and done all of them, cleaned them up real good, got the wax off of them, and then just took that tape around there. I like it now that this truck's got the orange stripe on it. Not that it's going to stay orange on there anyway, but if I was going to leave it, I might redo that and put an orange stripe on the side of it. Anyway, just something to catch your eye, just the little details. Some people's commented on it, and so they've noticed it. So this bed is, well, like I said, it's blue, it's red. That fender over there is actually gold. Not for sure why. And it's got a lot of bed liner in it. It has got loads of bed liner in it, so I don't know what I'm going to get into. Alright guys, I'm back. Anyway, I don't want to take any chances with the computer out here underneath this hood, so I've redone all the wiring underneath the hood, and it goes underneath the dash now, inside the glove box. So everything is out there, or underneath the glove box right now, and pretty much everything that's on the motor has been pretty much tucked away underneath there. So that's where we're at with that. I don't know, let me see here if I can do this. I don't know if you can see it a little bit better or not. This is a factory AC truck too, which is kind of nice, but I'm not going to put it back on there. If I do anything, I'll smooth that firewall off, but I might not use this cab to do it. So right now it does have power steering. It does have power brakes. The motor, I've already had the intake off of it, done a leak test on it, smoke test on the intake. The motor on the inside is really clean, so pretty happy with the way it looks. Oil pressure is pretty decent on it. I'd like to put a pump on it if I pull it apart, so that definitely will happen if I do anything to the internals on it. Alright guys, I'm not for sure what's going on here, but anyway. Back to this bed. Might be a repeat, but the bed is originally blue. The inner fender on this thing is red. That one over there is gold. It's got a bunch of bed liner on it, which I've not been a big bed liner fan, so that's really why I'm kind of hesitant on putting it back on that yellow truck. But I don't know what it's covering up either, so that might be another situation. It might be covering up some crap on here that I don't want to get into. A couple of videos ago, I posted up making that bench. That silver Chevrolet tailgate bench is actually, the tailgate is off of this truck. So, and I ground all this crap off there and put it back on, back down to, I went pretty much down to the original paint on it. And it actually had, I'm not sure the color codes, I need to get better about my color codes on these trucks. As long as I've had them, you'd think I'd be better on it. But anyway, it had a green, like a teal green color. Actually, just about like this workbench, not workbench, but this bench. That color of green is actually what the color was on this tailgate. So anyway, you guys have seen that and how it turned out, but the videos on it, there is a lot of undercoating on there. It's terrible. So anyway, all right guys, I'm gonna leave this video as this. I'll try and get this posted up. I don't know how many times I've clicked on and off this video today. It's like I said, it's gone and stopped and gone and stopped and interrupted, and I'll see if, I don't know how much editing I can figure out how to do with it, or just get something posted up. But I like to get something to you guys, so for those that are interested in it, to see what actually is going on with this truck, and those that are thinking I'm crazy for doing what I'm doing can say what they want as well. So like I said, I got 3 months to get this put together in yellow and ready for the a big trip I've got, I hope, with this truck. If not, I've got a plan B, as they call it on the power tour. I got a plan B. So plan B went last year because the other one got wrecked 2 months before we was gonna go, and well, not 2 months, about 5 months. I did not have no way in the world was I going to get that done in 5 months. So anyway, that is what we got. I got something under this car cover right here. That's going to be a walk around video. The next nice warm day we get, I'll be able to break that out, and then we'll go over some details on that project as well. So that project is pretty much done. It's just a matter of, I need to get it out and get some miles on it. So alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to see if I can get this up tonight for you guys, and then we'll go from there. But right now, this is where we're at. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, I got a Facebook page as well. I'm on Instagram, I think, if everything's done right. But like I said, Facebook, I got some old stuff on there. I got some new stuff on there. I'm trying to keep the content kind of basic with what I'm doing with the videos as well. So I've not been comfortable enough to really share and get this stuff posted out there. So somebody was asking me tonight about how it's going. I said, well, it's going okay. I'm just not comfortable yet about getting it all done. We'll see how it's going, but like I said, the more I post, the more I get comfortable with it, talking on this phone and doing these videos and stuff. So like I said, the more I get comfortable with it, then maybe I'll get it shared and we'll get it out to everybody. But if you come across it on YouTube, I do have a Facebook page as well, so you guys can look up any information there that I've got. Like I said, I've got a lot of old pictures on there from history, my old days, my grown-up days, what I grew up with. Some other pictures might be on there of some other projects I've had in the past, or I still have, that I'm still working on. But like I said, I was just trying to keep up with what's going on Facebook and this YouTube channel. So, all right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, comments. But I will catch you on the next one.